Hey, okay, so here we are. It's been a couple hours and my dough is ready to move on to the next step. So here we go. So here it is. Now you can see it's risen. It's not a ton, but it's really very soft. And if I stick my fingers in it, oops, it's a little sticky, but that's okay. All right. Hey, Sarah, you want to be my camera person?
Yes!
Okay. You can't jump around, though, if I come stand over here.
Just like being like with the girls' cameras?
You're going to be the girl's camera. Hey, Heather. So, here we go. I'm going to give the camera to Sarah, and she's going to be my camera person so that I have two hands to do this. So, hold that.
Where's the turnaround?
No, you don't have to turn around. You should be able to see the bowl
Yes,
and me.
I see you.
So you should be able to see, like, back up so you can see the whole thing. Okay? Is that good?
Yeah.
Put your elbows close to your body so that you don't get tired of holding the camera. Okay? Is that good? Your fingers are out of the way?
Yeah.
Fingers not in front of the screen. And you're focused here. Not over there. Here. Okay. There we go.
Little flour there.
Yep. Okay. So, here we go. So, we're going to put a little flour on the surface. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of give it an extra little bouncing. As I pull it out, you can see all those little holes. That's good.
Can you peel my orange?
I cannot peel your orange right now. My hands are busy. Okay. When I'm done, I will happily peel your orange. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it not a crazy knead, but we want to get the bubbles out and put fresh oxygen into the dough. Okay. So now it's not going to stick on. Just a little on my hands. Not too much. Sarah, stop wiggling the camera. Be still. Pretend you're a statue. Okay. So see, now you'll see it doesn't stick to the table at all. And it's just a very gentle.
There's something in the flour.
Yep. Okay, so just kind of go like this. A little bit. You'll see bubbles. They'll kind of pop as you roll them around. Now, you're going to do this for maybe 5 minutes. Right? Okay, just like this. And then what you do is, can you focus up here?
Sorry.
Okay. What we're going to do next is we do this. We knead it a little bit. And you'll see it starts to go out. And as you knead it more, it gets shorter because those strands of gluten are pulling tight. So we're going to do this a little bit. Give it some fresh oxygen into the dough. Okay. So this is how I know I did it right. Because nothing is really sticking to my hands. Nothing's really sticking to the table. It doesn't need a lot more flour. If it is still too sticky, little bits of flour on your hand should be enough to...
Like when you put it on the table, that should be enough that's already on your hand.
You could just hold the camera. I don't know what you can see. There we go.
You can see.
What you can see, my friends can see. Okay?
Okay.
They can't see what's not on the screen. They can only see what's on the screen.
So I don't see your face right now.
Okay. Well, that's okay. My face is the same as always. Ah! Easy. Slow. Slow with the camera. Slow with the camera. Okay? So now I'm going to let it rest for just... The recipe says 30 minutes. Can you face up here, please? The recipe says 30 minutes to rest. I don't usually give it 30 minutes. I give it enough time to prepare what I'm going to rise it in. So if you want to let it rise in the bowl that you just used, you can. Sarah, can you stop moving the camera? Okay. I'm just going to put it back in the bowl that it was in. Okay. Just going to put a little bit of flour. Now, the bowl could either have a little flour in it. It could have a little olive oil in it. Little. And when I say little, like just so it doesn't stick.
Like a drop.
Just a drop kind of rubbed around. And that's just so it doesn't stick to its thing. Okay. So, there we go. Alright, so now mine is good. And I'm going to put it
Back on the wall.
Hold on, stay there.
It looks like a bread already.
Well, now you know it's kind of keeping it shape. I just put a little bit of olive oil on my hands. I'm going to put that in the bowl. This is the bowl it just came out of, so if there's still dough stuck on there, it's okay.
It's fine because it'll
Okay,
just go back in.
Sarah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it up like this. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put the cover on it. Now I'm gonna prepare what I'm gonna rise it in. Sarah, up here. Thank you. So, what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use one. This will make 2 loaves.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one in a basket.
And then one in a pan.
One in a stone. So that I can show you 2 different ways
To make it.
to make it. So the stone pan, I'm gonna put a little, it's not seasoned super well. I don't use it very often. Can you pay attention? Thank you. Okay, so I want this to not stick. If you have parchment paper, you can line your pan with parchment paper. If you have, you can do it just like you would do a cake. You could do flour and a little fat and some flour, and that works too. I'm not going to put the flour in there just yet. I am going to take this. Stay right there.
And we're going to use flour
Excuse me.
instead of olive oil.
Okay.
Like we
The
did.
joy of teaching with all the children home is that you never know what you're going to get. Okay? So what I do... That's all right. I'm coming. So can you see this, Sarah? You need to be able to see this. Okay? Just back up. Back up. Charlie, back up. And be still. Okay. I'm going to take a little flour. I'm going to dust this, what do you call it?
Pan.
This little basket. So this basket does not go in the oven. This basket holds it while it rises.
And then it goes in the oven.
Okay, I'm teaching, okay? It's going to rise in here, and when it's time to go in the oven, it's going to get flipped upside down and go into the oven in no pan at all. It's going to hold its own shape. The other one, I'm going to let it rise. I'm going to shape it into a loaf, and I'm going to put it in a baking pan. You have to watch your screen, okay? So the ones that go in the basket tend to be a little more floury on the outside. And that's okay. Okay. So that's it for right now. I'm going to wait 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to take that dough, I'm going to divide it into 2 pieces, shape it into 2 loaves, and then let them rise, and then we're going to bake them. Okay?
Yeah, Mommy.
All right. Good luck.
Here's your coffee. Your coffee.